Duckside launches in early access on September 25th. So I seen the trailer for this game and honestly, it looks hilarious. So I wanted to go ahead and do a video on this. So after looking at the gameplay, it honestly looks like it's kind of like a mixture of almost like DayZ and like Fortnite. So I thought it was pretty funny. So I figured we can go ahead and get into this. So final open beta test begins today and September 17th. Multiplayer open world survival shooter Duckside will launch in early access for PC via Steam on September 25th. Publisher Tiny Build and developer Tiny Build Riga announced. So we'll go ahead and watch the trailer, and then we'll go ahead and get into the what the game's about, and then some of the features that it has. So I thought it was pretty funny, so I figured we can get into it. Sad beta number 3, big date announcement. So right here, I was kind of getting like a little bit of like a Fortnite, like Call of Duty vibes, because when it is one of those things when you do the first person when you start shooting, but then it is like kind of the third person. But the fact that you're like kind of having to go after other enemies and stuff like that, that's kind of the vibe that it gives me. Shotgun trap. And then that's the thing too, shotgun trap. So it is one of those things, there's going to be like lots of little booby traps that you can set up and stuff like that. And then is this an open world? That's what I'm wondering as well. That's hilarious. Fire axe. So this is what I mean when I say like it kind of has like a little bit of like a DayZ feel to it, as well as like a Fortnite, because it feels like you're going after other players, but at the same time you're kind of building and stuff. And then there is another, I think it's Rust, where it's kind of similar in this vein. So so I'm like wondering if it's one of those things where it's like from the same developers, or if it's just like new developers, but they're making that style of game. And then this is a cool feature, the fact that they actually have night vision goggles so you can see at night. So this is again what I'm wondering if it is going to be kind of like similar to DayZ, where you're just kind of living your life and then you kind of doing your thing as the night and days go by. So when it is nighttime, it is one of those things where you get the night vision goggles so you can use them. All right, wait for open beta. All right, so early access the 25th. So this is, I think this is hilarious. This reminds me of kind of like the was it the Goat Simulator, or what was it, Goat of Duty, I think it was called, or something like that. It was pretty much Call of Duty, but it was with goats instead. So I thought that was awesome. So the fact that they're doing something similar to that, the ducks, I think is so funny. So we'll go ahead and get into the game itself. So in Duckside, you'll fight against feathered and featherless foes while gathering loot and materials to create a base, solo or with a flock. Other ducks may be looking to steal your items from under your beak, so protect your territory. Build a giant base, team up with friends to hunt, or simply steal from the other ducks. The possibilities are endless in this persistent world survival shooter filled with ducks, guns, and never-ending quacking. It's hilarious. So we'll go ahead and get into the features. So New Horizon. Ducks love migrating to new areas. To ensure our feathered friends have access to exciting new types of weather, desert, and snow biomes will be added to the game. So I wonder if that's one of those things, if it's gonna like kind of have like an original map and they're gonna kind of build to it, or if it's gonna be one of those things where it's like this is the map and then just kind of go from there. This is what you guys get. And dexterous ducks. Update animations for holding, shooting, and gathering will be added at the cost of the ducks losing telekinetic controls of the weapons and objects. So chances are they're actually going to have the ducks holding like the axe, or you know, the guns with their wings, kind of a thing. The Iron Age for ducks. A brand new extra large furnace is on its way, specifically designed to smelt larger amounts of ore and create chainsaws and jackhammers. Some of the new tools coming in early access. So the new weapons, our feathered physics have told many ducks never to use alcohol while operating heavy weaponry. To ensure this never happens, a distillery is being added to the game along with receipts for Molotov cocktails as well as bazookas, a new raid weapon which will replace the old boring grenade launchers. So that's pretty cool. So they're going to be adding new weapons regularly. So again, same thing, kind of like Fortnite, if they're going to be updating it regularly, or if it is going to be one of those things where they're like, this is the base of what the game is going to be. go from there, and then we'll update later on, kind of a thing. So I'm kind of curious in that regard. Watery resources, platforms that appeared on the water surface. No one really knows where they came from, but ducks can gather supplies from them. So, okay, so that's cool. And then dynamic NPC behavior. The human NPC, not plumbed characters, will become smarter, faster, and act more aggressive. So that's another thing I'm curious about. So is it going to be like duck against duck, or is it going to be duck against duck and then humans as well? So again, not too sure, but it is in early access, so we still got to wait a little bit before we figure everything out. So we're on the 25th is when we can get more information on that. So those are my thoughts on that. I think that's hilarious. I think this looks like a fun game. If I ever do, once again, like I always state it, if I do get the chance to actually pick up a PC to play for gaming, then yeah, definitely this is going to be one of the games I would love to be able to at least touch it, mess with a little bit and get a little bit touch of how it feels. So that'll be that. And then if they do bring it to consoles, then more than likely I will, be able to actually get a chance to play. Because again, I do think this looks fun. I think this looks fucking hilarious. So you guys can let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this game in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to have a conversation on it. And yeah, if you guys could like, share, subscribe. If you've been watching the video this long, I really appreciate it. And until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.